Yeah.
And sign in.
Here.
All right. Next up, we have the approval of the minutes from the August 13th meeting. And those are on the thing. So do I have any questions and or does anybody like to make a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, I have a motion from Mark Allen to approve the minutes for our August meeting,
13th meeting.
August 13th meeting. Do I have a second?
I second it.
Okay, I have a second from Kenny Eagle. All in favor? Right, any opposed? All right. All right, so we are going to move on to our public hearings. We do have 3 this evening. So first up, we have a variance from development standards from Michael Lozano. So is Michael here tonight? All right, if you want, you can just come up here, just in the front row, just so that, and then let me get that pulled up here. So. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
It is under September 10th. So if you go back up here. And then- No, yeah, here we go, September 10th. There's Michael is on.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like this is a. Do you want to give us a quick rundown? Amber, can you give us a quick rundown of this? Oh, wait, I've got it here.
She's got it on
Um,
the screen.
Yeah, but what it's for the
Probably
public.
for-
So this is to build a garage. This is a new garage. And instead of 75 feet from the road, we're looking at 55 feet from the road on State Road 10. So do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to open public hearing.
I have a motion from Mark to
second.
open the public hearing, and I have a second from Kenny. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, well, with that, first I'm gonna open it up to Mr. Lozano. If you wanna just kind of give us a quick rundown on what you're doing there, what you're looking to do.
Basically just a garage. that-
Okay,
So I have to put somewhere to put my pontoon and my golf carts.
okay,
That's basically all I'm gonna use it for.
okay, and this is detached, and it is
Yes.
36 by 34.
Yes,
Um. Okay, and then it looks like we are 5 feet to the neighbor's property line.
correct.
And 55.6 feet from Route 10. I was out there today.
Okay.
So it looks like where the play set, would I be correct?
Yes.
Where the play set is where you're looking to do that?
Correct.
So you're keeping the attached garage. This is an addition.
Yes, sir.
Okay, an additional garage.
Is that center line or edge? Center line or?
55.6
In center.
from the center line of the road. It's
Yes.
from the center line of the road.
Stick built.
Metal.
Oh, and so it's a metal.
Pole barn?
It looks like a pole barn.
Pole barn.
style.
The
Okay.
peak will be, the peak of it is 12 feet.
Big nut.
What was that, Mark? I'm sorry.
I prefer not to be pole barn.
Doesn't the state have an easement for 50 feet from the road? I know the county's like
The county's 70,
25, no,
county's 70.
75, no, the county easement.
Oh.
The state has
easement.
a 50, I think 50-foot easement from the center of the road.
You wanna,
You do have some different requirements on some of the lots that are around Bass Lake.
yeah, Bass Lake's a little bit, it has some unique
Oh,
challenges.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Because if they ever wanted to expand that road.
There we go.
Right.
They own that.
yeah, I don't think the state, so here's our, can you just read it to us, Mark?
Trying to bring it over there to you.
Okay.
See if you can see it. Can you see it, Roberta?
I
Can you see it?
kind of see it. I can kind
There's
of
one
see it.
back there, but that one's go.
Yeah, that one.
Kenny.
So distance from highway, there it is, so it's 75 feet. For a single family, so there it is, so it is 75, so he's looking for a 55-foot variance. That's what the variance is for, is to move it to 55.6 from the center of the road. Can you pull up the map again? Do you still have that up?
Yeah.
I mean, I did take a look, a couple of things that I noticed that I'll just share with the board. When I drove out, it will not obstruct the view from coming out of Myers Street to State Road 10, so I was happy about that. You'll still be able to see clearly coming out of there. And it looks like it's actually even set back further than some of the houses.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
So
Oh,
yeah, so you can see how close some of the houses are there.
Building or is it
Um,
a storage building? Is there more storage buildings down along there?
Just that there's an attached garage, but I didn't notice any other storage buildings there.
No, there's nothing else on the property.
No, I'm talking
No,
about down
there
along
is.
here. When you're right up against the water, I'm just kind of thinking. Is there more storage, are these storage buildings or
No, those are houses.
those are all homes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no other storage buildings there.
You know, I did not look, Mark. I'm not gonna.
I'm just asking,
Yeah,
'cause I mean, there's.
I mean, there's some detached,
Barn and,
yeah, there's detached, I mean, there's sheds you can see there.
well, I'm okay
Um,
with sheds, but I'm just
right.
saying that's a pole barn, there's a difference of level
Right.
there.
So yeah, so when you look at that. Can you squeeze past you?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the other.
Yeah, the other screen. So when I was out there today.
Those are all buildings,
this is-
houses though.
Yeah, this is a house, this is the
Yeah.
neighbor, and then his house is an L, so he's putting the barn kind of here. In his yard to this,
So it's
Okay.
just a
So-
pole barn.
yeah, yeah.
Are you catty cornering that barn?
No,
No,
it's
that's picture.
straight,
It's straight out where,
It's
where the number
even to
50
the
is to the left.
yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of sits back and so his house is like this, so,
Okay.
all right. Any other questions from the board before we open it up to the public for comments and questions? We can come back to the board too, so. All right, well, let's go ahead and open it up to the public. Do I have anybody here?
I'm the neighbor next door, I have no problem with it.
Okay, and I'm sorry, could you state your name?
Walter Ryan,
Okay, and your address? I know you said next door, but,
5442.
okay, thank you.
And there are storage buildings across the way on the lakeside,
There are,
couple doors down to the left.
okay.
Are those?
So it's not like the only.
Are they, are they,
Are
are
they just
they, stick-
barn or-
you know,
Oh,
a little bit of both? Okay,
so.
There's a new pole barn just went up,
Mhm.
that's 60,
That's the pole barn there.
63.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a pole barn right there.
Something down the
Put it
road.
up,
Okay,
Okay.
That was
Alright.
approved, but
Kind
back
of feel
about,
out
it's
that
back
the-
about 100.
feel out the aesthetics
Well,
of
I
the
just
area,
hate
yeah.
to see the little pole barn and then they got nice homes all around them. That's kinda-
Anyone else from the public? Yes,
That's my concern.
I'm familiar with road two, I'm on, not road 210, but on the other side of the street, there is a bunch of, they're way close to the road with 55.5 feet.
right,
My only concern would be, like you said, is it blocked the view and it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
That was one thing that I looked
Yeah,
at,
that
is
too.
is setback far enough, it doesn't.
and I'm sorry, could you state your name?
Kevin Words,
Kevin.
3376 South County Road 2.
Thank you. All right, any other comments from the public?
Make a motion to close public comment?
All right, Mark, I have a motion from Mark to close the public comment section. Do I have a second?
Eugene, a second, Eugene.
Okay, I have a second from Eugene. All in favor?
Alright.
Any opposed? All right, back to the board. Any questions? Any questions, discussion?
I have a question.
Yes,
So. Just say we grant this variance, so. I mean, at what point do we start saying no
Hmm.
on the setbacks? He's asking for a 20 foot variance, at what point do we say no? Is it 25 feet? 30 feet? I mean, at what point do we stop giving variances? What's reasonable?
that's. I'm not sure that, my personal opinion is, I'm not sure that that's as black and white as when do we not do
It's
it,
not
right?
black and white, but
But,
that's something because another one's gonna come up.
oh yeah,
gonna be-
absolutely.
It's gonna be
But you'll have,
45 feet.
you still have to do those case by case.
Yeah.
And This
You
may not.
do, but that's something we need to.
I agree. I think that's,
I don't disagree with you, Gene, but I mean, it's one of those scenarios where if it's not blocking anything and
I-
if, you know, how close, you, like you said.
No
how close do
no
we
neighbors.
turn somebody down because they were closer to the
Right.
water,
Right.
closer to the road, but I mean.
Can I ask you a question?
yes, go ahead.
Okay, so is the variance from state road?
It's from the middle of State Road 10.
Okay, so the way his house is set up, it's facing the side street, which
Yeah.
is not the state road.
Right,
So that doesn't grant him the opportunity to do what you're saying, because that's his backyard.
yeah, it does not because it's still, Even from the yard, it
Like
has to
he's
be.
Putting it in,
Wow, he is gonna have it pretty close, I see it.
you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just guessing.
So.
You're saying
I understand why they do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it pertains to this.
It-
For the
Is there any?
situation.
Because to-
structure-
Aside that,
Right,
this is my
yeah,
thing.
so, but just from an education perspective, right, the building itself is still
We got all these.
Highway ten, right, it's a major road, it's not even a side street.
Think of how close that is.
To his point, the state kinda,
Yeah.
you know, they could come in and say, hey, we wanna add another lane on each side, and now he's gotta tear his garage down.
Just
I mean, that's why, to James' point,
Just a little.
sir, is
Let's see.
each case is kind of,
See,
express lane,
Yeah.
we know how the properties are.
So we're just
We just,
discussing.
so we're taking a good look at the aesthetics of the area. Yeah,
That's a
appreciate that.
different scenario.
Yeah, this is actually on Myers,
He had it out into the garage,
right?
further towards the road. So he.
They are, those houses are less than, yeah, see, that house itself is 58,
Right, right.
so that's why I don't really have an issue personally.
The thing is, I agree with what Mark said. Where do you, or Eugene, where do you draw a line? You know, not, this isn't against you. Where do you draw a line for anybody out to Bass Lake? They got their rules and everybody else has got, in the county, we have our rules. You know, of how many feet we gotta be. I'm 75 feet plus, you know, that's, cause that's what the rule is. But maybe in the future, you're gonna have to somewhere, you're gonna have to say, okay, for now on, you know, because inch by inch, you know, the old landmark, you know, used to be back over there, now it's over here, and then by 20 years from now, they say, well, it's always been like this, you know? When do you draw a line on reeling back what is the counties and what, you know, maybe after this one here, but you know, we went to that last meeting and
Right,
you got, I go around the lake and I like the lake and a lot of houses and people over there, but in reality, some of these people, our last meeting was somebody wanted to put a gazebo 4.5 feet from the road, you know?
Yeah, we shut that down though.
Yeah, but I'm
That's ridiculous.
saying, but at the same time, I ride around that lake and I did a study myself. And there are fences, right up to the road.
and they shouldn't be.
And there shouldn't be, right there by, woodshed, you know, right on the corner. And I'm not against anybody, I'm just saying, if you're gonna. If the county is gonna draw a line and say, hey, look,
In the same.
these are the rules. I mean, you know, I can't really see denying him because everybody else has done it, but if you're gonna set a standard, we're gonna have to, from now on, have to go with the standard.
Well, I think that in all
Anything
fairness,
new.
well, I think in all fairness, again, the whole point is we have a standard, it's 75 feet. There's a BZA for a reason, and it's for these situations. And it's up to us as a board, whoever is sitting on this board, to look at each individual case and make a
And work,
determination, right?
Look at what it is.
So, if we just, we have to do it one, that's all we can do.
Realistic, I mean.
So- So, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just,
I get it, that's me, I get it.
you know, one guy's 4 foot and the next guy puts a permit in for 4 foot, 2.5 inches. And then we deny him, we say, wait a minute, you
Put
know?
a line in the sand at 10 foot from the water and
Yeah,
that absolutely is never
We've
gonna
gone.
change as long as I'm on the BZ, if I
Yep.
can help it.
and I think there are some hard lines that we have out
We
there,
have to.
but I, you know. All right, well, we
I mean-
have any,
Any other discussion? I get you, Ken, trust me, I get you.
Mark, yeah,
I get you, I've been on the board for a while and we've made some stands on what we
Yeah.
should do. Pole barns out in the country, less than 10 acres, we just have denied every single one of them, and people keep coming and we keep denying. So, I mean, it's one of those things where you gotta either. You know,
But
the circumstance
I'm
that,
looking at like, you know, somebody else comes and they wanna do something and then we deny them and it's just like the
you
neighbors.
just gotta be able to.
We say- They say, well, you're denying me, but you let everybody else, you're discriminating, my job, you know, that I wanna do.
well.
Well,
and
and that's
what-
what I'm trying to say, we,
consistency is good.
Yeah.
right,
I agree with you, but like I said, in this circumstance, I mean, if you, not a gentleman, then he's gonna say the same thing that he's bringing up. Well, they're 28 feet from over there, they're 30 feet from over there. I
Right.
get it.
So-
It's case by case.
okay,
Yeah.
that's how we're gonna.
Yeah,
That's
continue.
what I was
have to go.
told by the
The attorney, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's case by case.
The same question. I looked at Justin and I was like, okay,
He told me
He's
it's
like,
case by case.
yeah, it's case by case, but we do have to have our valid reasons, right? So, and I feel like if we can validate why we're approving, that's the
Okay.
key, and why we may be denying, that's. And we also have the public, right?
Yeah,
So if 10 of his neighbors showed up and said, we don't want
Yeah,
this.
that would
take
be a
it
different
into
situation.
consideration.
If you had
So-
tons of opposition,
Right.
but it's obvious your neighbors are fine with it.
Yeah.
It
They're here
doesn't
to-
seem to be a problem, so I'm gonna make that motion to go ahead and give this gentleman his variance for being that close to the road. I hope I get a second on that. So,
I've got a motion on the table from Mark Allen to approve the variance at 55 feet. Do you want to put a timeline on the permit?
Yeah, 6 months.
6 months? Okay.
6
So you'll
months.
need
Can you
to,
do it in 6 months?
Oh, it'll be done in a month.
you don't need to build it.
That's it. No, let him do it in 6 months.
Do clarify that it's 6 months to get a
Okay.
permit is
Yeah.
usually what the variance
I
is.
appreciate
And the permit's still 3 years.
It's modified. The bill, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, town's building itself.
So that we can finish, so I have a motion on the table from Mark Allen to approve the variance to put the pole barn at garage at 55.6 feet from the road. And you have 6 months to obtain the
That's center-
permit
Center line.
from the center of the road.
So Gina will be out there inspecting.
That's
Yes,
right.
and then I have a second on the table from Kenny Eagle to approve that motion.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, I do need to let you know that there is a six. Remind me, why am I drawing a blank on the window? How much?
I think there's 30
30
days.
days to get the permit.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
that's done about the time.
oh, no,
Correct.
the appeal, yeah, appeal. So there could be an appeal, so there's a 30-day window. Okay, somebody could appeal our variance, so. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I know I can do this because I looked into it. I know that we have an agenda here. I want to just verify, do we have Elena and Robert here? Both? Okay, if it's okay, I know that we have Elena up next, but I'd like to move to Robert just because just from a timing perspective, I think we're gonna have a lot more questions. So to be respectful of the other applicant, any concerns with us moving to the next, just flipping your hearings? No concerns
No.
from the public? Okay, all right, so then I'm gonna pull Robert up next. And this is a variance of use from Robert Malinsky on Summer Home Street. And this is to add this is new construction of a 30 by 60 pole building and a 10,
The damn pole barn.
and a
Did
10.
anybody build anything?
And a
You know, with it.
And a 10 by 10 shed, building will not have a. Okay, building will not have a residence. The layout is positioned to allow for future residential construction. Property is within 300 feet of 2 other non-residential storage buildings. Existing carport and shed will be removed along with the 5 trees. Approximate cost, 55,000. All right, so do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion now to open the public hearing.
I have a motion from Mark Allen to open the public hearing. Do I have a second?
I will second.
I have a second from Eugene Peel. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. All right. All right, well, sir, I will let you kind of tell us, it looks like what you're doing here.
I just wanted
Then on this.
to give a little quick background.
Yeah,
My wife's family's been on the lake in the same spot since 1947. My in-laws retired there. I've owned this lot for over 20 years. we took possession of the house on 210 about 10 years ago, 2015. So this is just in preparation. I love Starke County. I came from region like Roberta did. And this is happened to me and I want the rest of my years here. So this is just a prep. I don't need another resident, so I'm asking for variance. I've known the neighbors for over 20 years. And their feeling is we'd like to put this as far back as we could. Mr. Rossi uses his driveway a lot. And I said, Jimmy, I'm gonna push it back so that you're not penned in. Because if I have to build a residence, I'm gonna bring it up to the normal setback, save a ton on concrete, don't have to run the sewer and utilities as far back. So it ends up, I don't need another residence. I don't need the tax burden of the residence. I have one. It's 1,000 feet. You'll see a GIS there. I can see this property from my property. So what I gave you there is just what I would do. The information I thought you would need to make a decision, informed decision,
So you're going all the way to the far back of the property.
as far back as I
And how
can go.
far are you from the ditch? Is that right?
It's really a gray area because, they say 150 feet back, my lot goes. If you look at my sketch, which is, I believe, the third page, is superimposed on my survey.
Okay,
And so you'll see the blue boxes.
yep,
And so my intent was, I have 3 adult children. They all love the lake. I'm guessing someday there will be, I can't make a promise. But we have the ability to put a residence there or build onto the pole barn on the front of it with residential space done as well. And so that's why the positioning, the planning really, it was a dialogue between myself and all the neighbors. And the GIS photo, which is, I believe, the 4th one.
Yep.
The white property up in front is my
current,
Bass Lake residence. The yellow is the property. The 2 blue ones, Bill Duty next door has a pole barn on the back of his property. The 2 green ones are actually just pole barns on the property.
okay,
And one is across the street, so it's been there since probably the 90s. But it would be, kind of silly if I have to build a residence to look at a pole barn, a property that's just a pole barn. And I understand, like Mr. Eagle said, at some point you have to draw a line in the sand. But Street View 1 shows that it's an area of single family homes with, eaves. And so you wouldn't want, the last page, I don't want you to flip around too much, but the last page is a very, very similar building. It's almost identical. Not gonna have 2 big doors, but so that was built on 625 East. Across, it's a non-residential as well on a lot. He had a variance. Same contractor, Knox registered contractor, Starke County registered. So I'm not looking to make it, look like the farm back there. We're gonna put some aesthetics on it. But like I said, I'm within 300 feet of a big pole barn on Woodland that I look at from my property, from the property that's in the subject lot. I look at it across the street, another pole barn. So it's in character with the area. I mean, this is as far back from the lake as you get. And my opinion is that you want to put it way back there. You want to get it against the agricultural land in the creek. Nobody's ever back there except the deer and the raccoons. And so what I did here with Street View 1, 2, and 3 is just to show you the depth of the lot. And you can see in Street View 2, Mr. Rossi likes to sit on his driveway. So he said, yeah, he said, I'm all for you doing with your land what you want to. He said, but I appreciate, the input. And Street View 3 is the pole barn next door, which is quite a large building.
the blue. Got it, okay,
And the last page is just
it's similar,
yeah, it's very similar.
okay,
And in fact, that's a 32 by 56. And if I was successful in getting your vote for a variance, I would like to either be 30 by 60 or 32 by 56. That's actually a little bit smaller on square footage. But that contractor built that one in Starke County. He's registered, Mr. Pugh said, you get to know these guys.
Well, I inspected this structure.
so a couple of
Fine.
questions for the board real quick, remind me, what is the distance from a neighboring property line? And I see here, he's 14 foot to one side and 3 to the other.
Those lots are a little bit
I thought it was 10.
I thought it was
Is it
5 or.
No,
It's maybe
it's
five.
Accessory building side,
Depends.
3 feet.
Ours
Those are
is
accessory
five.
buildings.
This was highlighted by Mary Beaver at the
Fine.
time. So I can move that, I mean, we can,
It says
Fine.
accessory buildings is 3 feet, if it's R3.
R3.
Interior lots is 5 feet.
Okay, so 3 feet, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have just one, so I personally just have one real question. I'd like to understand the additional shed. I am struggling. Wait, let me make sure, guys, I just want to make sure everybody's hearing. So I want to talk a little bit about the 10 by 20 shed. I'm just so, that has me a little concerned, adding a shed. I guess my question is, why not? Make the barn just a little bit bigger? We start to get to a lot of accessory in the more structures. It starts to look junky, it starts to become problematic.
and it's good that you said that, because we're getting rid of a carport and an old metal shed, if you look at that.
Okay,
So we're really, so the. Behind the idea behind the shed was riding tractor and things like that. And then the pole barn was just boat storage and workshop.
Okay.
If I had to, I mean, I'm here to work with you.
Mhm.
I do a lot of municipal work in my life. If you said, you know, we feel comfortable giving you a variance on the pole barn without a shed, that would be a deal I would take. I mean, certainly. I'm here to.
it's just a decent sized shed at 10 by 20. Is it a portable shed or
This
is
would be an
it?
Amish built shed.
It's one of the
Front
portable
house shed,
sheds.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Removable.
all right, it's removable, so that makes me feel a little better.
Oh.
So just because if you did get to the point where you
Yeah.
wanted to have a residence there.
And the positioning of the shed was such that it sat next to Mr. Duty's garage. And it fit in the area if you look at the
Pictures.
view.
Okay, real quick, and I'm sorry, Amber, I'm gonna back us up just a little bit. Do we have, is all of our green cards in order for this? Okay, thank you, and I forgot to ask that on the other one.
No, we had them all on that one. and they
Our
were-
pole will be removed and the metal
The
shed.
metal shed will be removed, so you're gonna replace it with the Amish wood
Yeah,
built shed on skids,
yeah.
and then the 30
And,
by 60.
The neighbors were happy because I've removed a lot of trees on that lot over the last 20+ years. Some of them are nuisance trees. I mean, they get to the point where
They're just
start to
dropping
push up on
stuff.
the neighbor's driveway. And I'd like to remove those 5 trees as a,
Okay.
you know, take into consideration the area as well.
Yeah.
And working with the neighbors.
Is that
All right.
the old golf course behind?
That was the old golf course.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, do we have anybody from the public here? Nobody from the public, all right? Anybody wants, no questions, no, going once, going twice, okay? Can I get a motion to close the public
I
hearing?
make a motion, we close public comment.
I'll second that motion.
All right, I have a motion to close the public hearing from Eugene Pugh, and I have a second from Mark Allen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, discussion from the board. I have no concerns, my concerning, but if it's on skids, I feel better
I have
about that.
no concerns. Is there electric going in that
That
portable
was,
shed?
No,
what about in the garage?
there'll be electric to the garage, yeah.
Okay,
There's existing electric, there's a pole on the corner of the lot already.
okay, got it. Any questions from the board? All right,
Mhm.
do I have anyone that would like to make a motion?
I make a motion to grant,
Okay, so I have a motion to approve
yes.
the
The pole
request
barn.
for a variance of use for Robert Malinsky.
Hmm.
Do you want to put a timeline on the permit?
Whatever standard
usually
is,
6 months.
6 months.
Okay, so I have a motion from Kenny Eagle to approve the variance of use for Robert Malinsky for
second.
the pole barn and shed with a 6-month time frame to obtain your permit.
I'll
And I have
second
a
it.
second from Mark Allen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right,
Thank
You're
you
all
very
set?
much.
thank you.
Amber's been a great addition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier. She's been great.
Thank you all very much, appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be
Seeing you for sure.
With the, front one.
Do you need a copy?
I don't need a permit.
Appreciate it.
All right.
That's all we made again.
All right, moving to our next.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay, we're gonna move to our next public hearing. This is a variance of use from Elena Maslikova for a quail farm and processing, along with retail sales out of the farm at 7235 East 200 North Grovertown, Indiana. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll second it.
All right, I have a motion from Mark Allen to open the public hearing and a second from Kenny Eagle. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so we will go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and have you start with telling us just a little bit more about what it is that you're looking to do here.
Well, yes, well, we have, I'm the interpreter.
Okay,
so
so,
Language is not very well.
okay,
She doesn't
It's my
speak.
friend and neighbor,
okay,
my friend and neighbor.
okay.
You do a
Thank
good
you.
job.
She does a good job.
She does.
95%, yeah.
Yeah.
I did the,
Mhm.
we put the,
That's,
so quail, the little, they're this big,
I'm
Yep.
an outdoorsman.
boturnix.
These are
She-
white,
Huh?
these are white quail, right?
White and big, kind of big.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's written a little thing here.
Okay,
Located in, I am, today requesting approval to rezone the property so we can legally operate a small scale quail processing facility.
okay.
We already have an existing building on the property and we plan to renovate and adapt it. Now, not build new construction. The processing will be done according to the Indiana Board of Animal Health regulations for small poultry operations. All work will be clean, safe, and responsible. We will have defined clean and dirty zones inside the building. All waste will be handled properly. We plan to compost the waste, including manure and processing byproducts in a contained composting system at the back of the property, far from the neighbors' homes and water sources. Our goal is to operate a small, sustainable, and low-impact farm. We want to keep everything on site, clean, and in full compliance with state regulations.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, thank
Very
you.
nice.
All right, well, first of all, I'm gonna start by saying, I want you to know how much I love the idea of new businesses, new things like this coming into Stark County. That said, I do have a lot of questions for you, because most important, of course, is the health, safety, and welfare of the county at the same time.
Right.
So I did kind of come prepared. I did have an opportunity to go out there. So correct me if I'm wrong, the white building is where you're gonna be processing, the one that's right behind the house, is that the one?
No, that is the breeding facility.
The white is the breeding
The
facility,
red building
the red is the processing,
will be the processing, yes.
red,
The
red is the processing, all right. So how many quail do you plan to process per week or per year?
per week,
Per year,
per year to found,
2,000, okay?
but it is little birds.
Right, right, no, I understand that. I just wanted to make sure you were well under,
right, it sounds like a big number, but.
Yeah,
it's
it's not.
2,000 of this.
just so you know, by state regulation, 20,000
Yeah.
is when we start getting into other things, so that's why I asked how many.
Okay.
And how many customers do you expect weekly for direct to consumer sales? I know.
She will not have retail at her place that you mentioned earlier.
Okay,
People will not be coming to her place. She will only do wholesale delivery.
She has flash freezers, freeze them and then
Okay.
freezers, and then she'll.
so
ship them.
wholesale delivery,
Not retail, yes.
okay.
So people will not be coming onto her property with
Okay.
trucks or what.
So there,
Who buys this product?
Oh, many people.
I mean, locally,
Restaurant, no.
There's a lot of
Restaurant,
restaurants offer
yeah.
quail on their menu.
$5 restaurants, where do you find quail?
Not around the area.
Yes.
okay, so no signage,
cornfield line.
so no signage at the
No
property,
sign.
okay,
Not that. No, sign.
all
no.
right. All right, so is the processing shed connected to your house's septic system?
I plan to.
No, there will be a separate septic system for that building,
Okay, perfect. All right.
and it will be, yeah, the house is separate. totally.
Okay, and do you know how far the existing septic is from that building?
How far, yeah, Smith good with that, how,
Angelico. Oh, wow.
yeah, the last septic.
Okay.
yeah,
That's gonna say, yeah.
It's quite a
It's
ways.
very far, I don't know if they have a map, there's a. Is that a map of the property there?
Yes,
It's.
Yes, that's her house right here, number 4.
Right,
okay.
The building is number 3.
so her septic is behind her house? Is her current-
This one.
Okay, thank you.
And it says on there that you would have to up.
Yeah, I know that, but the concern that is my house, my house.
So she has.
Yeah, it's not, that's the.
This is,
So, yep, so you're gonna put the septic for this over here. Do you know? where your Septic is for your house.
Yeah.
Here, okay, that's what I needed to know, so it's more than 100 feet away.
I'm sitting there.
This
Back it up.
Four, okay,
Four is the exception.
okay.
Right
Yeah,
there.
so it's right here.
Yeah.
Should got the drawing here. Yeah, and I can show you.
Earlier.
So.
Three.
Her septic is good, her current septic is here, Mark,
Yep.
and this is the pole barn, so it is
Septic will be here.
from regulations, it's gotta be at least 100 feet.
Yeah,
from-
and
Yes,
the
I
end
found
she is.
it.
Yeah.
the requirement has to be bigger septic, I saw it on the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Remember.
yeah.
yeah, so,
Septic.
so, you-
will be
and then
here.
there's no water sources anywhere around there, I did
Right.
check for drainage, for any ditches,
Okay.
so we should be okay there. All right, next
This is your
question.
full property?
Yeah.
That's where the greenhouse used to be. The
Is
first
that what was
green-
there? Is that what was
The
there?
first stage.
Because
yeah.
of the big.
That is right, right.
I don't know.
That was the first stage, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
They had a,
All right, next question that I have,
I remember.
Is
that time.
for your wastewater, you're gonna have a separate septic system. Your wastewater, you'll have a completely separate septic system.
Yeah.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
all right. All right, and then have you been in contact with our health department about this at all?
With the health department.
Not Indiana Board of Animal Health, but our local health department. No, okay, because I will tell you that you will want to probably at least speak with them to make sure that
As far.
they under.
Well, they have to.
Indiana Board of Animal Health.
System anyway.
They would.
Yeah, they will.
Oh,
But the Indiana Board of Animal Health will do your initial inspections, but in the end, it falls on, because you're under 20,000 birds a year. It's gonna fall on the local county to really kind of monitor, because Indiana Board of Animal Health, they're not gonna come out, they just don't have. So it falls, that you're gonna have to work with our health department as well. For
okay,
that,
so the health department, as far as the water, the waste.
Just-
or-
in general, right,
Okay.
in.
They would
Yeah.
come and do like your inspections and anything that the state will
Uh-huh.
sometimes come and inspect. The
Right.
local can come and
Yeah.
do it.
So they can
Oh.
come and make sure that you're disposing and composting properly. They can, because again, Indiana,
Sanitation.
it's all sanitation. And again, the key is that the Indiana Board of Animal Health, that they can't, they don't go around every year and inspect every single small
Uh-huh.
poultry. They can't.
Okay,
so
so the
it-
health department.
the health
needs to
department-
Contact them.
We just encourage, once you get up and going, you'll have to. Gene,
He's gonna have to.
He's gonna for
Right.
septic.
for the septic,
Right.
so
Right.
from there.
When you ask them to come out and look
make sure he understands what you're doing.
Then go ahead and ask the questions. At that point.
It'll go, well, so that's the
If you'll come out,
composting,
look
which
at
I'm gonna
your
ask a
site
few more questions on.
And determine what type
there's-
of septic you.
there's
have to
Oh,
do.
they will.
They-
Well, yeah, and she did mention that they are gonna compost on the back, but I have some questions.
Yeah, they'll.
Good, because behind there, it's all proper composting, so, okay. Okay, next question is, okay, so you've already worked out wastewater. All right, let's talk about your offal and slaughter waste. You said that you're gonna have a compost. For,
Well, there is a machine. Well, originally,
It's not too much, though.
yeah, it won't be very much, I mean, but.
well,
there-
but you'll have feathers, guts.
I show you.
Correct, there is a machine that she wants to invest in purchasing, which is like a bunch of money, thousands of
I
dollars.
need only one.
That will compost in 6 days, hours.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Mhm. Yep.
And it throws out compost,
So you're gonna have a designated compost area.
but she's waiting for everything
You're
to
gonna need
be,
this one.
okay.
You don't ask this one yet.
Okay.
Plain,
Okay.
like a buy.
Okay,
Look,
so this you're gonna eventually get, but in the meantime, what is your plan?
Composting, right?
What's the plan?
Yes.
It's composting, okay?
They written,
Yeah, it's like a bin compost, yeah.
that's pretty good. Do they have a pole barn?
They only have. They only have about 15.
Okay.
I blend.
There was a machine.
Sorry, that's okay.
This is piece of wood. This one.
It's all like this. Yep,
But
It'll
I
be,
blend,
yeah.
compost.
I mean, if you butcher a
Okay.
hundred birds, you're probably gonna get a gallon of feathers.
and then when you're composting, I just wanna make sure that they can hear,
But in the future.
10,000.
Not
You're gonna-
now. I plan.
Sounds like
This.
It does, but
It is very good
okay,
thing.
take this, we're good with that, cause you're not gonna have that right now, so, okay, so here's my next question. So for the blood, is that gonna be collected, or will it be washed down into the septic?
Okay, the crow, that is what the crow about it. Again, how much blood is there?
I understand that, but it all matters.
Compost.
Okay, so you're gonna compost it.
Okay, so, if I may, if I
Yeah,
may.
absolutely.
So the blood
That's right here.
will be separated probably, you know, cause when you cut the neck, the blood. You wash it off, and when you wash the blood off the concrete or whatever. That's gonna go.
In a.
You're gonna have the separate septic.
Okay,
for that.
you're gonna have a concrete
Bad.
at an angle. So when you clean, that goes into the.
There's a machine that she already has.
Right,
You put your bird in here
yeah,
and it processes the whole thing.
okay.
Yep.
And over there, it comes out clean.
Clean,
Okay.
yeah,
Plucked and everything.
yeah, so I know what you're doing, so
What
the,
is discharge?
well, so it'll go into a bucket and then she'll take it to the compost.
Okay.
So everything ends up, the dry goods and the blood end up in a bucket.
But yeah, it does.
And you do have
Machina.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes, I just.
we know that that's coming, but that doesn't do us any good now, cause she's not gonna have it.
This machine is here.
She has that one.
Yes,
I thought she was getting that one.
but she's got it.
Will this be
Okay.
available for public?
No.
People in the county, or is this,
Should have with the Udem for the Vati?
is it gonna be available to? People in the county or stores who may be interested?
It may be available here.
But
not-
Some background in that, like.
Okay, you have other places that go, okay.
Okay, and then you do have refrigeration, if you have to wait because of weather to compost. So if the weather is bad, you can't take the composting out to the back of the woods. If it's raining and stuff like that, you can't do that. So you have a refrigeration system to put the compost in.
Let me back you up there.
Okay,
We used to raise 3,000 head, 4,000 head of hogs, and our pigs we would compost, and in the winter time, you'd cover them up with sawdust.
Wood
And you
chips.
could see the steam coming off, and you dig it out there, and it looked like it was cooked. You don't have to worry about the weather on your composting, because it will create heat when without air.
Right,
It will create heat.
right. Well, which I understand, but what I'm saying is if the weather's bad, right,
It
and
can be
she can't
closed
get
down.
it out there. Hold on,
Okay.
I just wanna know, does she have a backup plan? A refrigeration system that she can put that bucket into if for some reason she can't walk to the back where the compost is to get it out there. Do you see what I'm saying?
If it's below freezing, we can set it outside.
No, she can't. That's my point, okay? So that's where my point comes in. You can't just put compost outside your back door with this. She has to have a plan for refrigeration capability. She can't just put it outside behind the door.
Plus, you could put it in a closed
Insieme może to
outside.
zanesti co da.
If it's not cold out, that still become, if it's in the summertime and it's pouring down rain. So do you have refrigeration in that building? Do you have any kind of
There
refrigeration?
will be refrigerated.
There will be.
Yes.
So you will be able to refrigerate any offal that you can't get out to the compost immediately.
Yes, there will be.
Yes, I will, be,
Okay.
of course.
That was the question.
It is dirty.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is we can't just have you putting it outside your back door because it's pouring down rain and you don't want to walk out to the compost. You have to be able to refrigerate it.
She will be able to move it out. Yes.
Okay, got it. All right, all right. And then what steps, well, the compost is already a sealed compost bin, so I don't need to ask that question because we got that.
Yes.
So you are USDA exempt. Because you're under 20,000 birds. Product labels. I think, did you show us your product labels somewhere?
On the front of that
Okay,
yellow,
hold on.
I believe.
It's right there.
Royal, what is it? Royal?
Royal quail.
Okay, now, so this is. So this is, that's all that's gonna be on the label.
Mhm.
Okay, so there has to be more than that on the label. Because you'd be considered USDA exempt, your product labels have to be properly marked with required exemption language. So it has to say something like exempt PL 90-492 and then include the farm name.
You did that.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
they have to
that.
say,
To be on the label.
it has to be on the label
Exactly that.
because you're gonna be exempt from the USDA. So
I'm sorry, say that
it
again.
has to have exempt
Yes.
P.L. 90-492 and then your farm name.
Okay, okay.
And then your farm name.
You have to add this.
To the labels of the birds when you're sending them wholesale.
Aha, the birds, takie будуть, той печатку буде на тим, і той номер мусите написати на тим.
On the back, on the
Yeah,
package.
it has to be on the package that you are considered poultry, you're exempt. So,
Okay,
okay.
I'm sorry.
And then
PL.
Yeah.
I don't
Dot,
worry about that.
L dot.
No, that's 492.
4
That's not on
No.
us.
90-492. Which that
Okay.
and the Board of Indiana, Board of Animal Health will probably also share that with you.
Yeah.
They would.
Think.
Okay,
She's saying you have to, what she just told you, make sure that's on the label, on the packaged bird.
Is that on us?
Some. Something that he has to-
Is that on us
well,
to do that?
here's the thing.
No, it's not on us.
It's not on us to make sure that that's done, but what I wanna make sure is that they understand before I grant any variance, that they understand what the regulations and the rules are. And that they're following those regulations and rules. That's where
Is
my.
there
concern
something
comes
on print that you
in.
could?
The Indiana, I'm gonna guess the Board of Animal Health will share that with you. So.
I'm sure they will.
Yes, okay, and then let's see here. Traffic, we don't have to worry about because you're not actually gonna have customers there. And you do already have your permit for the quail farm to begin with. Yes, so I saw that. You're not gonna process, is it just your birds that you'll be processing?
Лише ваші птахи, лише не когось інший. Yeah,
Just yours. Okay. All right. And then. Think that, all right, I think that's all the questions that I had. So, anybody else on the board have questions? Anybody in the public? Yes,
I have one, Dale Turner. This is a county road. Does the county have a frost law? Meaning that a certain size commercial motor vehicle cannot drive on the county road during a set time
right.
that the frost law is enacted. So what size commercial motor vehicles would you have come onto the facility?
there won't be, she will be delivering the stuff in a van.
Man, I figured
It's not a
nothing big.
commercial.
Right.
truck.
It's a
Is
smaller,
that what you're thinking, semi?
Anything greater than 10,001 pounds?
No.
Considered a commercial motor.
No,
vehicle,
it will be a
she's
van.
using her own van, it
So if
sounds
it's a-
like.
If it's a van, that still depends on what the county ordinance is, just for their knowledge, for frost law. Because it might put a stop to your operation, depending on how the frost law is.
Right. That would be a highway department question, because I have no idea what the frost law
If
is.
you're only using a regular van, I don't think it'll matter for you, but it's something that you might.
Well, thank you, thank you. I mean, we have semis going on this road anyway.
Yeah.
Two hundred north.
Supposed to.
But I'm just saying. But thank you for that, yeah.
Real quick, anybody else in the public? Going once?
Well, yeah, I just like
Yes.
to, we're not, we live a quarter mile, maybe half mile down, he lives, we're not adjacent owners.
Okay,
All of the adjacent owners signed off on this, no questions, but I just wanna say. Elena is very industrious, very conscientious. Very motivated, you can't find, I can't outwork her, I mean, she's got her heart set on this, and, I believe she's gonna make it.
I do too.
How
I'm
long
her, of
are,
course,
are you hatching the eggs on site?
Yes,
And
yeah.
how long from hatching until harvesting?
How long? Jak jajca wysadzić, aż do zdobyty to.
17 days, it is
For
hatching,
hatching,
for hatching,
and then
and 55 days, it is for.
what?
Got the sound effect, right?
so,
Like that.
We're just 51 chickens, so.
I'm just.
But it's a lot shorter. I mean, they grow.
Oh, yeah, I was just curious
and
as
she's
how.
got an incubator, she collects the eggs and puts
Right,
hundreds of eggs in this.
Huge
incubator.
do you ever sell the eggs? Or, I mean, quail eggs are fantastic.
Oh, this is delicious.
They're a delicacy, man. You're just using them for meat birds.
Can ask me about hatching.
Oh, this is-
But not for you.
Just between us, she made some pickled eggs. Very good. That's her business.
I'm gonna be going out to inspect the problem.
And she lived here, she made us all. Well. A lot of fish, it was great.
So, anything else from the public? Nothing else? All right, I am going to seek a motion to close the public hearing.
I move that we close the public comment.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, I have a motion to close the public hearing from Eugene. And I have a second from Mark Allen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so we will open up to board questions, discussion, thoughts.
Well, first off, I'd like to take my hat off and say you spent a lot of time preparing for this, so I can tell you that for most part, I think Roberta had to be impressed with that, because I know how she's very particular about how everything is done, so if you wouldn't have had it right, she would have definitely been beating you up even worse, so. Anyway, with that being said, I have to say that, you know, you put a lot of time and effort in it, and you can see it, so. Appreciate you doing that, Morris, because that makes it easier for the board to make a good decision here, so.
You,
We just don't want to make the wrong decision, so.
you come well
And-
prepared, some of the best I've seen.
Yeah,
So I
with the
applaud you for
layout,
that.
the survey, a lot of stuff.
I was fortunate to visit with her,
Yeah, because you were inspecting them.
because I inspected the building where the quail are now. And You know, at first I
Yeah.
thought she's got a bunch of baby chicks in there. I'm looking, I thought my wife would be nuts, but it was quail and. But
And they
she,
didn't make any noise.
I know.
You wouldn't even
They're
know.
quiet.
No.
They're not,
But,
they're not noisy birds.
Only adult males can.
I was impressed, so, yeah.
Well, and to Mark's point, I can be a little difficult, but I do want to thank you for taking the time. To answer the questions, but just so that it's clear, right? The questions are never to try to stall or stop a project, right? They're just to make sure that it's built with health, safety, risk to the public, and more importantly, built to last and operate safely for everyone, right? We want it to be positive for you as well.
What,
All
I
right.
mean, what's the timetable? If we give you the variance, what's the timetable for moving?
How long
forward?
are we talking?
Я думаєте, ви можете створити, щоб ви могли цей бізнес зробити?
Я не знаю. Ну, зараз вже дзвінок.
Yeah, it's winter time.
Трошки.
When can you get all
Winter
this put-
time, it's little bit stuck me, you know?
The what? Yeah, what?
Зима мене
Winter is a little hard for her,
Yes.
but well, she's got that plucker, the machine that does all that. She is putting off to buy that composter thing because.
Until she was
they
sure.
know
Yep,
What was gonna happen.
right.
So she's already got a ton of money invested in these machines and the deep freeze.
You've got the flash
Freezer.
freezers and the regular freezer.
Okay.
Cause it has to be flash frozen and then put in the regular.
So she's ready really to
She's
start
been doing a
operating.
lot of homework.
So she's ready, she could start operating as early as tomorrow if she wanted to.
Could,
Okay.
she could,
Okay.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right. Does that
I
answer
see-
your
I see
question?
No reason to
Okay.
deny it this variance at all.
Anyone, well, I'll open it up to the board. Do we have anyone that would like to make a motion?
Make a motion to grant the grant the business
Variance? Okay.
variance, yeah.
All right, 6 months. Well, they don't really need a permit. Well, I guess they do for their septic and all that.
They knew,
So-
Yeah, it's subject to.
Subject
State
to,
Board of
Yeah.
Health, the health
right,
and the
To
septic.
get the permit within the 6 months,
6
just
months.
apply for it, it's good then for the year.
right.
And then if they need to add to it, they
Okay,
can.
so your motion should be that you grant the variance. And they have 6 months to get their permit. And they'll have to work with the planning commission and health department on their septic, et cetera.
Yes,
Can you say that?
well said.
no.
Say that.
Motion to grant, providing you work with the health department and get your permits and get your septic systems in and all health requirements.
Within
that are
6
needed
months.
Within 6 months.
Within 6 months.
Yes, you just.
That is to get.
That's only for your
Apply
permit.
for the permit.
Do the work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just look at.
Just-
To
You
get
gotta
your permit.
She's your permit.
Okay.
Робити the septic tank and whatever.
Whatever the health department,
Whatever the health department planning, your permit for inspections and all of that, so.
Be a long-
You,
Okay.
Then you have a year after you get the permit.
Okay,
Right.
a year after the permit.
your permit's good for 1 year.
First septic. Yes.
Well, first you have to go to the health
Permit,
department.
yes,
For yourself.
so will help.
You help me.
Yeah. Amber will help. All right, so I have a motion on the table from Kenny to approve the variance. With the stipulation that all permits are properly obtained and you have 6 months to obtain said permits. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a second from Eugene. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you need someone to face test for the staff, I'll
Yeah.
volunteer.
All right.
Good luck. I'm telling you.
Good luck.
She's got another business coming.
You know what?
Thank you. Thank you for being organized and being able to answer the questions. So thank you. All
I see little nice.
right, moving on.
Oh, I'm
Do we have any old or new business? Old, new business? No, going once, going twice. All right, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, shoot, hold on, I gotta back up.
Now what?
Next meeting.
Oh, that's better
Our next meeting will be on, it's not on here, so that's why I didn't think it, it's gonna be, what was that? October 8th at 6:30 or immediately following the planning commission, whichever comes first. Now I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Mark has made a motion to adjourn. Eugene has made a second.
We'll see you soon, sure.
Aye, any opposed? All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.